In last class, we started the oxidizing agent and reducing agent concept. Continuation to the last class. Reducing agent, short for RA, reducing agent, or reductant. Both are synonyms. Reducing agent or reductant. So yesterday already we given the definition. One more time we will repeat. What is meant by reducing agent? The name itself is the answer. The agent which reduces others. Itself undergo oxidation. So the agent or the substance, both are synonyms. The substance which reduces others itself undergo oxidation. That type of substance is called reducing agent. So what is meant by reducing agent? The name itself is the answer. The agent which reduces others itself undergo oxidation. That is called reducing agent, or simply known as reductant. Next, examples of reducing agents. All metals act as reducing agents. All metals, alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, already we studied. All metals like alkali metals. Alkali metals is lithium, sodium, potassium. It is like alkali metals. Alkaline earth metals. We studied in S block elements. Alkaline earth metals like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, alkaline earth metals, aluminum, zinc. All these act as reducing agents. So all metals act as reducing agents. Why metals act as reducing agents? Just for understanding purpose, I am considering sodium. It is a metal. Being a metal, what is metal by metal? The element which readily loses electron. So it readily loses electron, and it becomes N-. See here, left hand side oxygen state 0. Because of loss of an electron, it becomes +1. Therefore, itself undergo oxidation. If any species itself undergo oxidation, it acts as reducing agent. So what is meant by reducing agent? Itself undergo oxidation. So being a metal, readily loses electron. Loss of electron is nothing but oxidation. Itself undergoing oxidation is it act as reducing agent. That's why all metals act as reducing agents. Again, among all the known metals, alkali metals act as the strongest reducing agents. Why? In the entire periodic table, alkali metal possess large size. Because of large size, they readily lose electrons. Alkali metals large size. Because of large size, they readily lose electron. Hence, they readily undergo oxidation. That's why they act as reducing agent. So, a small note you should remember that alkali metals act as good reducing agents. Alkali metals act as good reducing agent. Again, alkali metals in S block elements we studied. Among all the known metals, tell me anyone which is the strongest reducing agent? Lithium. In the gas phase, cesium. In aqueous solution, lithium. So here note 1, alkali metals act as good reducing agent. Note number 2, in free state or gaseous state, cesium is the strong reducing agent. We studied in alkali metal chapter. Cesium is the strong reducing agent. Why? Cesium has a large size, therefore readily loses electron. Hence readily itself undergoes oxidation. Hence in free state or gaseous state word is there, then reducing power is measured in aqueous solution. Measured in aqueous solution. Therefore, in aqueous solution, lithium has highest hydration energy. That's why lithium acts as the strongest reducing agent. So very important is note 3. Among all the known elements, not only among the alkali metals, among all the known elements, strongest reducing agent is lithium due to high hydration energy. Size small has hydration energy high. We studied in SCOP elements due to high hydration energy. So this reason also you should remember, due to high hydration energy. Among all the known elements, which is the strongest reducing agent is, don't tell answer cesium, lithium. If they will specify in the free state or gas state which is strong reducing agent, then only cesium. If they are specifying means free state or gas state, then only cesium. If they are not specifying which is the strongest reducing agent means lithium. Next, note 4. This also we studied in alkali metals. Note 4. Alkali metals are alkaline earth metals. Alkali metals are alkaline earth metals. Alkali metals are alkaline earth metals. In liquid ammonia, alkali metals are alkaline earth metals in liquid ammonia also act as reducing agent due to, anybody remember we studied in alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. When alkali metals dissolved in liquid ammonia, the solution turns to blue color and the mixture acts as a reducing agent due to ammoniated electron. Due to ammoniated electron or solvated electron. Due to ammoniated electron or solvated electron. So this reason also you should remember. So alkali metals are alkaline earth metals in liquid ammonia act as a good reducing agents due to solvated electrons or ammoniated electrons. Both are same. So this is first example. So in the first example, these note points also you should remember. Next. So first of all, you should remember that all metals act as good reducing agents. Example 2. Note points are in the first example, 4 note points are there. Next example 2. Some non-metallic elements. Some non-metals also act as reducing agents. Some non-metals like sulfur, phosphorus, carbon, hydrogen. So these also act as a reducing agents. Next, third one, metal hydrides. Metal hydrides like lithium hydride, lithium sodium hydride, potassium hydride, or calcium hydride, or lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride. All these are metal hydrides. These also act as good reducing agents. Why metal hydrides act as reducing agents is, all these liberates nascent hydrogen. They use nascent hydrogen. Nascent hydrogen means just born hydrogen. Just born hydrogen. Other than basic hydrogen. It is a highly reactive, just born hydrogen or basic hydrogen. So in all these hydrogen is present. Due to presence of hydrogen, when they react with one reagent R, when sodium hydride reacts with R, the sodium hydride supplies nascent hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen is nothing but reduction. Therefore, indirectly this R undergo reduction. Therefore, sodium hydride reduces R. Reduces R. That's why it is act as a reducing agent. Reducing agent means which reduces, others also reducing agent. Here two small definitions you should remember. Reducing agent means which others are itself undergo oxidation. So the sodium hydride indirectly supplies hydrogen. Because of addition of hydrogen, this R undergoes reduction. Therefore, sodium hydride reduces R. That's why it acts as a reducing agent. So if anybody will ask why metal hydrides act as a reducing agents, means they are providing nascent hydrogen which required for reduction. Next, fourth one, halogen acids. Halogen acids like HF, HCl, hydrofluoric acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid, hydroiodic acid. All these also act as reducing agents. Same reason why they provide nascent hydrogen which required for reduction. Which required for reduction. So all these also act as a good reducing agents. Next, fifth point. This is very important for object 2. The compounds in which central atom possess lowest possible oxidation state. The compounds in which central atom possess lowest possible oxidation state. So in yesterday class we studied about oxidizing agent. Comparatively you should remember. Oxidizing agent is the compounds in which central atom possess highest possible oxidation state. If highest possible oxidation state is there, it is oxidizing agent. Lowest possible oxidation state is there, it is reducing agent. Highest possible oxidation state is oxidizing agent. Lowest possible oxidation state is there, means reducing agent. Examples: H2S, hydrogen sulfide, H2S. Next, HNO(Cl), hypochlorous acid, HOCl, MnO, MnCl2. There is no need to remember all these examples. Remember this trick: lowest possible oxidation state, MnCl2. Next, HFO2. Next, FeCl2, SnCl2, H32Cl2. All these act as reducing agents. Why these act as reducing agents means in all these central atom present the lowest possible oxidation state. See here, sulfur oxidation state -2. For sulfur, lowest possible oxidation state -2, highest possible oxidation state +6. So because of lowest possible oxidation state -2, now I am considering it is a reducing agent. Reducing agent means which reduces others itself undergo oxidation. Itself undergo oxidation means this side oxidation number should be more than -2. More than -2 means it will be +2, +4, +6. Possibility is there. -2 may become +2, +4, +6. These are possible. Therefore, because of lowest possible oxidation state, it further undergoes oxidation. That's why it acts as reducing agent. If I am considering H2S is a oxidizing agent, we have to check condition if whether it acts as oxidizing agent or not. Now, sulfur oxidizing agent what? -2. Oxidizing agent means which oxidizes others. Itself undergo reduction. Therefore, itself undergo reduction. Itself undergo reduction means this side oxidation number should be less than -2. Less than -2 means for understanding purpose I am considering -3, -4, -5. But -3, -4, -5 is not possible for sulfur. Sulfur according to rules, sulfur lowest possible oxidation state -2, highest possible oxidation state +6. Therefore, -3, -4, -5 not possible for sulfur. Therefore, sulfur itself do not undergo reduction. Itself do not undergo reduction is do not act as oxidizing agent. Because itself do not undergo reduction, hence it oxidizing agent. That is the reason. If anybody will ask why lowest possible oxidation state act as reducing agent, means your reason is because of lowest possible oxidation state. Further it easily undergoes oxidation. Because of lowest possible oxidation state, further it readily undergoes oxidation. That's why it acts as reducing agent. So in all these, oxidation state is less. Plus 2, here also plus 2. In all these -4, +1, -3, +3, +2, +2, here +1. See here, for iron, two stable oxidation states are there. FeCl2 and FeCl. Here iron oxidation state +3, here iron oxidation state +2. See here, in these two, which is lowest? 2 is lowest. Therefore, FeCl2 act as oxidizing agent. Whereas FeCl3 act as reducing agent. FeCl3 act as oxidizing agent. This is reducing agent. This is oxidizing agent. In last class we discussed it. Highest oxidation state is there, oxidizing agent. Lowest oxidation state is there, reducing agent. So for iron, two common stable oxidation states are there, 2 and 3. So out of 2 and 3, this is lowest, hence reducing agent. This is highest, oxidizing agent. Next, sixth one, some organic compounds we have 6 one not required. One time you are write down some organic compounds like aldehydes, some organic compounds like aldehydes, formic acid, oxalic acid, formula H2C2O4. All these also act as a reducing agent. Oxalic acid also act as reducing agent. So this is about examples of reducing agents. Next, one small note you should remember, important. Small note. Small note you should remember. According to yesterday concepts, if highest possible oxidation state is present, highest possible oxidation number oxidation state is there, it acts as oxidizing agent. Compare to, you should remember, then only something it is easy, oxidizing agent or oxidant. So in any case, highest possible oxidation state is present, means it acts as oxidizing agent. Lowest possible oxidation state is there. Lowest possible oxidation state is there. It acts as reducing agent or reductant. Highest oxidation state, oxidizing agent. Lowest oxidation state, reducing agent. Intermediate oxidation state, not lowest, not highest. Intermediate oxidation state is there. Intermediate oxidation number is there. It acts as both oxidizing agent as well as reducing. So very important. These three note points you should remember. Highest possible oxidation state is there. What? Oxidizing agent. Lowest possible oxidation state is there. Reducing agent. Not highest, not lowest. Intermediate oxidation state is there. Act as both oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Some examples I will give. Intermediate oxidation states. Example: sulfur dioxide SO4. See in SO2, sulfur oxidation state +4. +4 is not lowest, not highest. For sulfur, lowest possibility is -2, highest possibility +6. +4 is not lowest, not highest. Intermediate. Because of intermediate oxidation state, this SO2 oxidation number may increase as +6 or may decrease as -2. May increase as +6 or may decrease as minus 2. Possibilities are there. See, if SO2 becomes plus 6, for understanding purpose I am considering SO3. See, plus 4 becomes plus 6. Plus 4 becomes plus 6 means itself undergo oxidation. Itself undergo oxidation means it acts as reducing agent. Next, plus 4 may becomes minus 2. Therefore, here itself undergoes reduction. Itself undergoes reduction means it acts as oxidizing agent. Therefore, intermediate oxidation state itself undergo oxidation or reduction. Therefore, it acts as both oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Very, very important. Intermediate highest oxidation state is there, oxidizing agent. Lowest oxidation state is there, reducing agent. Intermediate oxidation state is there, not highest not lowest. It acts as both oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. So here I will write examples. SO2. Next, MnO2, SO2, MnO2, HNO2, intermediate oxidation state, HNO2, H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, O3. All these act as both oxidizing agents as well as reducing agents. So intermediate oxidation state SO2, MnO2, HNO2, H2O2, O3, all these act as both oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent. Why they act as oxidizing agent and reducing agent means they are having intermediate oxidation states. So by this, oxidizing agent and reducing agent concept completed. Based on this, some objective questions you have to write down. Questions based on oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So important, your material questions only these are. Question number 1. Which of the following is not an example of redox reaction? Sometimes in objective exam they will give 4 options. We have to identify which is not a redox reaction. First option, CuO plus H2 gives rise to Cu plus H2O. Second option, Fe2O3 plus 3CO gives rise to 2Fe plus 3CO2. Third option, 2K plus F2 gives rise to 2KF. Fourth option, BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives rise to BaSO4 plus 2HCl. Now they given 4 options. In which option it is not a redox reaction? What is not a redox reaction? Tell me. The reaction which both oxidation and reduction simultaneously taking place. That is called redox reaction. Now you have to calculate the oxidation number of each and every element. Carbon we don't know. X. Each oxygen minus 2 equal to 0. Or X equal to what? Plus 2. Oxygen minus 2. This side also oxygen minus 2. Hence, whenever same oxidation state is there, there is no need to highlight. Because this side oxygen minus 2. This side also minus 2. Hence, there is no need to highlight oxidation number for oxygen. By both sides same. Hydrogen uncombined state 0. Here carbon uncombined state 0. Next, here hydrogen plus 1. Hydrogen plus 1. According to rules, hydrogen oxidation state is plus 1. Now see here, plus 2 becomes 0. Reduction or oxidation? Reduction. Very good. 0 reduction taking place. Hence it is redox. But they are asking not a redox. Hence first option wrong. Like the second to third options you can check. Fourth option I will check. Barium oxygen state, barium we don't know x. Each chlorine minus 1, 2 chlorines are there, minus 2 equal to 0. X equal to plus 2. Here barium plus 2, chlorine minus 1. Hydrogen plus 1, sulfur. 2 hydrogens are there plus 2. Sulfur we don't know x. Each oxygen minus 2. 4 oxygens are there, minus 8 equal to 0. X equal to what? Plus 6. Oxygen minus 2. Otherwise directly you should remember, in sulfate, sulfur oxidation state fixed plus 6. In sulfate, sulfur oxidation state fixed plus 6. Barium, secondary element plus 2. Sulfate, now only we calculate plus 6. Sulfate is fixed plus 6. Oxygen minus 2. Hydrogen plus 1. Chlorine minus 1. See here, any change in oxidation number of atoms? No change. See here, barium this side plus 2, this side also plus 2. Chlorine this side minus 1, this side also minus 1. Hydrogen plus 1, here also plus 1. Sulfur plus 6, here also plus 6. Oxygen minus 2, here also minus 2. Hence, no change in oxidation number. No change in oxidation number. Hence, not a redox. Why it is not a redox? No change in oxidation number on both sides. That's why not a redox. Next question. N2 plus 2H2O. N2 plus 2H2O gives rise to NH4 plus NO2 minus. Nitrogen is dash. They given 4 options. Both oxidized and reduced. Only oxidized, only reduced, like that they given options. Nitrogen is dash. We don't know. Here elementary state 0. Here they are asking only about nitrogen. Hence there is no need to consider water. Why? They are asking only for nitrogen. Next, here nitrogen oxidized state. We don't know x. Each hydrogen plus 1. 4 hydrogens are there plus 4 equal to plus 1. X equal to what? Minus 3. This nitrogen, we don't know x. Each oxygen minus 2. 2 oxygens are there minus 4 equal to minus 1. X equal to what? Plus 3. See here 0 is there. 0 becomes minus 3. Reduction. 0 becomes plus 3. Oxidation. Therefore, nitrogen is both oxidized and reduced. One of the option like this they given. So 4 options are there. Option 1 only oxidized. Option 2 only reduced. Option 3 both oxidized and reduced. Next, one more. For a given cell reaction, Cr plus 3H2O plus OCl minus gives rise to Cr plus 3 plus 3Cl minus plus 6OH minus. The species undergoing reduction is dash. They give 4 options. So now they are asking which species undergoes reduction. Directly we don't know. Chromium here 0. Hydrogen plus 1 here oxygen minus 2. Now here oxygen minus 2. Chlorine we can calculate. Oxygen minus 2. Chlorine we don't know. X. It is a charged species. For charged species, sum of the oxygen state equal to its charge minus 1. So again I am repeating, anyhow oxygen fixed to minus 2. Chlorine we don't know, unknown, x. For charged species, sum of the oxygen state equal to its charge. Therefore x equal to minus 2 comes this side, plus 2. Plus 2 minus 1, plus 1. So therefore here, chlorine charge is plus 1. Now to avoid the I have whole power minus 1. Chlorine charge plus 1. If your interested in oxygen charge is -2. Here chromium +3, chlorine -1. Check which undergoes reduction. See here, chromium 0 becomes +3, oxidation. Here chlorine +1 becomes -1. Therefore reduction. Therefore which species undergoes reduction? OCl minus. Which species undergoes reduction? OCl minus. Why? In OCl minus, chlorine oxidation state reduced from +1 to -1. Chlorine oxidation state reduced from +1 to -1. Same question they are asking. Which species undergoes oxidation? Tell me answer. Cr. Which species undergoes oxidation? Your answer is Cr. Next, fourth question is fourth one. NEET 2016 question is